Welcome to Tip Tuesday, and today we are talking all about our divine spiritual team and how you can work with them. You guys know that I talk about this all the time, right? And I literally talk to my spirit team all the time. Every morning before I even wake up and get out of bed, I talk to them and ask them for help. So I wanted to share some easy tips to be able to work with your own spirit team. And before I really dive into how, I wanted to kind of share with you some of the different types of team members that you have. So some of our guidance team we have throughout our entire lives. Sometimes they show up at different points of our lives, and others we can call on kind of as like freelancers, right? When we really need help with something, they can come in and assist us. So here are a few of the different types of spiritual team members that we have at our disposal. So first of all, we have spirit guides, right? Spirit guides, they were once human, but they've kind of ascended to a higher level of consciousness and now are here and assigned to you to help you on your journey. They are here to really assist you with your soul's lesson, right? So your spirit guide has really kind of been given to you as a way to work through all of your soul's lessons in this particular lifetime. Spirit guides can be a lot of different types of individuals. They can be spirit animals. They can be loved ones that have passed on. Some of them, they can even be ascended masters. We're going to get into those as well. But spirit guides are really here to offer assistance and guidance to give you more clarity and to help you guide your life. And they're never, here's the thing about spirit guides, right, is that they're never going to tell you what to do, right? They will give you guidance, they will give you advice, but you have free will. And so you're going to have to take their advice or leave their advice, right? So you are the only one that can take action on it. So they will always be offering you suggestions. However, they will not say you need to absolutely positively do this. That's not how they work, because you have free will and you can go, no, that doesn't really work for me, and so I'm not going to do that. So you all have the choice to follow their lead. A lot of us have multiple guides that you can really utilize, and you can ask for help. You can ask them to give you signs, to illuminate your path forward, but you really need to be open to receiving the messages that they have for you. Another type of guide that we have is our guardian angels, right? And these have never been in human form. They have only been existing as a divine being. And these angels are here to protect you and to keep an eye on you during your lifetime. And these are they are assigned to you, right? And they can be called upon whenever you need protection, or maybe you're facing a scary or difficult situation. They're here to offer you comfort and assistance and clarity. And again, they are exclusively yours. And here's the thing, you probably have more than one, but they love you unconditionally and are really available to help you whenever you need it. And here's the thing about guardian angels is that they are not related to a single denomination or faith, right? They work with all people regardless of your faith or spiritual belief, or lack thereof for that matter, because it doesn't matter. Everybody has one. The next type are archangels. And archangels are the highest order of angels, and they oversee all souls on the planet, including the angels and our spirit guides. They're kind of they're like the big boss, right? So they make sure everybody's working together and that they're all doing what they're supposed to be doing. These are really high vibrational beings, and if you're an empath, when you work with them, you can definitely feel it. They assist you through any problem, issue, and they are there to also help protect you. There is no problem too big or too small for your archangels, and everyone has access to the archangels. They are not exclusive to anyone, right? They work with anyone, and I work with the archangels all the time in my business as well as my personal life. Some of my favorites are Archangel Michael, who is here to help us with protection, as well as he's my sort of cord clearer during my sessions with clients. Raphael is the angel of healing, and he can really help assist you with any kind of healing, whether that be physical, mental, emotional, or spiritual. As well as Archangel Metatron. He's a super powerful spiritual teacher and can assist with helping you tap into your divine connection. And then another one that I love is Archangel Uriel. He is the illumination of light for all human souls. And she really represents openness and willingness to receive love and allows you to deepen your spiritual connection. Another type of guide that we have are spirit animals. Spirit animals can be anything from a beloved pet that maybe is passed on that's decided to join your spiritual team, but they can also be any other kind of animal that maybe is here to teach you something, such as a lion, right? Teaching you about being proud of yourself and to be fierce and strong. Or it can even be a butterfly to teach you that beauty and transformation can happen through challenges. Spirit animals can come to you through dreams, through meditation. They can show up in your backyard or even on a bumper sticker in the car in front of you. But like I said before, you have to be open and able to be willing to sort of see their signs and see the things that they have for you. We also have ascended masters. I also work with a lot of ascended masters in the work that I do. Ascended masters are those like Buddha, Kuan Yin, Mother Mary, Ganesh, Krishna, like Bridget, Athena. Like these are all ascended masters who were once human, and they're here. They lived their life, and they kind of ascended. Right, their life was all about deep spiritual growth and influence on the world, and now they kind of have been ascended into this sort of divine order of spiritual leaders to really help you, to teach you, and to guide you in your life's journey. And once again, I'm going to remind you that no matter what your spiritual faith is, or the spiritual faith that perhaps the religious hierarchy that maybe they belonged to when they were living, it doesn't matter. They can help you no matter what your spiritual denomination or faith. And some of the people that I love to work with, I work with Ganesh all the time. He is the Hindu deity he's the remover of obstacles, and he's a bringer of abundance and blessings. And before I wake up, almost every single morning, I ask Ganesh to remove all obstacles in my path and to help make my day as easy and effortless as possible. I also work with Kuan Yin a ton, and she is a Buddhist figure, right? And she's all about compassion and motherly love. I also, again, love Mother Mary. And again, it doesn't matter if you're Christian or not. Mother Mary is all about unconditional love and really opens up that heart space and allows you to not only give, but to receive unconditional love. Do you guys work with any ascended masters or any of the people that I've talked about? If you do, do you have any of your favorites? There's also your departed loved ones, right? The loved ones, family members, or people who are just maybe special to you in this life, those that have passed on. They can also choose to be part of your spiritual team, and they can help you from heaven in a lot of practical ways, such as sort of giving you, sending you employment opportunities, right? New relationships, or really just come in and tell you how proud they are of you. And sometimes they can offer apologies or share information with you that maybe they weren't able to share with you before they passed. Because again, when you pass over, you get to see things from a different light, and you get to see your life in a different light. So sometimes they'll come through with messages for you that will help you heal, no matter how maybe they hurt you in their living form, right? And then lastly, we also have helper angels. And helper angels, these are kind of like the free agents of our spiritual team. And they can help in a variety of ways. So helper angels can help you find parking, right? You can say, hey, I need help. Help me find me a parking spot. I do that all the time. It's funny, when I was in Sedona, traffic is it was spring break when I was in Sedona for my my little birthday kind of celebration. It's not my birthday yet, but we went as a girls' trip. And literally we found parking anywhere we went. Whether we went to Cathedral Rock, anywhere we went, we found parking without a problem. And my girlfriends were just like, girl, how are you finding parking? I was like, oh, I ask and say, hey, can you help me make sure I get a parking spot here, no matter how many tourists are here? And so they can also help you give insight on opportunities for employment, right? Or if you're about to go into a big interview, you can call on different helpers to help you make sure that you're being clear and concise, as well as to share. I also, when I was looking for work years ago, I kind of was like, listen, if this role isn't for me, if it's not going to light me up, if it's not for my highest and greatest good, have them pass on me, right? Let me not receive that as a possibility of employment, right? So that I only get employment opportunities that are right for me, right? Um, so now that we've talked all about all the different kinds of team members that you have, now how do you work with them in your daily life? So the first thing is being mindful and living in the present moment, right? Our guides are constantly trying to give us messages, right? But if you're distracted and kind of floating along, like through life and not really paying attention, chances are you're going to miss them. So you walk right over the feather that's on the ground that they have for you, letting you know that they're nearby. You may, you can miss those opportunities that show up at your door thinking, well, this wasn't meant for me. It's not in the right package, when in actuality it's better than the package that you wanted in the first place. Second is you have to ask them for help. You need to ask, right? You have free will. They cannot assist you unless you ask, right? Again, and before I get up every single morning, I set the intention, asking them for help in any way in my day, right? For my very highest and greatest good. And you can kind of ask it almost like you'd ask Alexa or Google for something, right? And then while you're asking them for help, I will remind you that you need to be somewhat specific, right? So if you're going to ask them and say, hey, you know what, I really could use a day off. Can you help me get a day off, right? But if you're not specific on maybe what you want to do with that day off, chances are you might get the day off, but it might not be doing something that you actually wanted to be doing. Such as, so if you don't say something along the lines that I want a day off so that I can relax and spend time gardening or catching up with my friends, you may end up spraining your ankle walking out the door, and you may end up spending your day off in urgent care having your foot looked at, right? So sometimes you need to be a little bit specific, right? I also recommend that you start a spirit diary, right? Create a sacred journal that's specific, right, for this purpose. A journal to communicate with your guide using automatic writing or writing them letters, as well as keeping track of your dreams and other messages that maybe you receive throughout your day. Another thing is that you have to kind of surrender sometimes. When you're struggling with something, you're just like, why is this not working? Give it up to God is kind of what they say, regardless of who your God is, source, energy, the universe, whatever. When you're struggling, sometimes you just have to allow your team to help you find the solution or to assist you in some way. So sometimes throwing your hands up and going, I don't know how to solve this, help me. And you'll be shocked that sometimes you'll wake up the next morning with an aha moment going, oh, I see it now. Meditation, right? Improve your intuitive abilities. We all are intuitive. Tune in and build up this muscle. Again, there's opportunities, there's meditations in here for you to utilize. Use them, right? And if you're part of my Align with Divine membership group, you have like probably more than 40 meditations to use. Use them. They're there for you, right? Build up that muscle, and you can tune in, and you can be, the stronger you are with your meditation and your intuitive abilities, the easier it is to get those messages. You can also use tools such as oracle or tarot cards, pendulums, right? Dowsing rods. And all of these are great tools to help you get the information that you need. Also, you need to let go of the how and the when, right? That's not your job, right? The outcome you imagine could be even better than what you think it could be if you allow your guides to give it to you. So you need to make sure you give some wiggle room, right, when you're asking them for help, right? And then practice gratitude. Thanking your guides. Anytime you see a message, anytime you see those repeating number patterns, you see the feather on the ground, anytime you see that cardinal out the window that you know is a message from your departed grandmother, say thank you. I see you. Because the more that you, show gratitude, and the more that you recognize the things that they're giving to you, the more they will show up and help you. And I also thank them in advance. When I want something, right, or I need their help, thank you in advance for helping me with XYZ. Thank you in advance, right? So that they know that I mean business and that I am infinitely grateful for their assistance and help. So how are you going to actively call on your spirit team every single day? Because again, when you start working, when you start aligning with the divine, magic happens in your life, right? So I also want to take a quick moment and just announce that my Heal Yourself Challenge is back. This is the only time I'm going to be offering it this year. It starts on June 20th through the 24th. And we're going to be diving into how to heal your inner child wounds. We're going to be talking about feminine wounds as well as our money blocks. It's going to be free again this year. And I'm also going to be handing out some really great prizes, including a chance to win a spot in my Divine Healing and Ascension Masterclass. It's going to start in July. Also, the only time I'm going to be offering my masterclass this year is in July. And so the Heal Yourself Challenge is one of my absolute favorite events. I love doing it, and I can't wait. And so I really do hope that you guys will join me. If you've done it before, come again. It's always a little bit different every time. You can go to radiantlivinghlc.com/HYC to sign up and register for the event. And I really do hope that you guys have a fantastic day.